It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC West. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
And off we go from Denver. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by the former third-round pick, now in his 11th NFL season, and that's Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. This is swung out to Eckler. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
He's a talented runner. That means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and his early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Play action. It's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Wilson will throw again. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Evans. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson. And this is caught from Bronco touchdown. Will Fuller from a yard out. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by Deshaun Watson. Of course, he won a national title at Clemson and already has 3 Pro Bowls under his belt in the National Football League.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Watson. This complete to David Bell. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson right back to Njoku. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. To throw is Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. But he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Cade York on now for the field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On first down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Up the middle with Eckler. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. Tony Field that time in on the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down. "2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
2nd and 5. Now Wilson. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He finds Corey Davis, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. To throw again is Wilson. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so touchdown, Broncos! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, Wilson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Raiders in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Watson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Watson. And this is incomplete.
Just what they needed, a left chip from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. He's looking deep for Bell. And this is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 1st down.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Back to the ground here. Mitchell showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Once more with Mitchell. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He He's sacked, and multiple players break through the line to get it.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. York able to send this one through, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. After the interception, here's Watson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Watson on 1st down. Finds Pickens out right. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's caught. Mitchell. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Running left, here's Mitchell. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Watson. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
York able to send this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. We get another look now at this Broncos offense, and we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Tackled by Jordan Elliott. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on 3rd down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down 14-9, a minute 54 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Watson to throw. Pass complete to Bell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Watson. Flushed out right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
The Raiders try to move quickly, trying to get everybody back to the line. Here's Watson. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Watson. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now it's Watson. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now it's the Broncos' turn. Trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. 23 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Here's Wilson. It's home, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go right here. This is where you step up right here, baby.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Right back to Mitchell here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Let's go, boy. Let's go. Show them what you got.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.